What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Wolverines will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll give it to the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Quarterback strolling away from heat. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the Big House. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Rush is on him. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown, Wolverine. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3 and out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw on first down. Coming out aggressively. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They've always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And you don't want to to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Going to take a shot at this DB. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pulls it in, it's Marshall. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball, close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, looking to pass. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The give on the option. Can't get him to the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And
those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great.
Gashes him in the middle. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Underwood. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Handoff from the gun. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield on first down. Uncorks one. Got his man on the right. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They'll keep it on the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Michigan. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who can score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start. With that touchdown, this guy looks like the real deal.
Great starting point. Takes it inside his own.
They just be cheating. They put it out down.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Take my ball.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. And that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out of the pocket. Fires downfield. And it's picked off for the third time today.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. You know what? That pick, it goes in the quarterback stats, not the receivers.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Unloads it downfield. Why not trying to get it in? And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
And I love it when quarterbacks attack the whole field. Nice job using the sideline. When you attack the middle of the field, those safeties very much get involved. So do the linebackers. You get a lot of one-on-one matchups towards the outside. Nice job throwing it towards the sideline, and the receiver making the big play down the field.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Quarterback now breaking the field. Did the work himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Now a first down from the 45-yard line.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. On the run, it's Hawkins. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him to get the first down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on second down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football now.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. On the move. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He got it. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Underwood. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he can hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down.
What?
Picked off for the 4th time today.
What?
He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger
Oh,
play was
pass
the
is there,
fact
bro.
that they forced the turnover.
What the fuck, bro?
They'll start this
Oh,
drive
pass
from
is
the
there.
18-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Under fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Marsh. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Rides to back and leaves it. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right for the big play coming. Never a doubt. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll bring it back. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. He might want another play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. That's reeled in. It's Marshall. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Takes it the other way. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. He'll keep it himself. At the 35, he's loose. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Close to the marker, it's Stewart. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
To the air, it's Underwood. Showing the arm strength to the left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And this defense steps up. They're losing. They need a play. 3rd and long, you're thinking pass. The offense actually tries to run the football. Not fooled. Forcing the 4th down now, trying to get the football back.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, going to the air. That one comes out hot down the right side. And he'll make the catch at the 15.
That's a big-time completion. And guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, the quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. His guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, and Apple, the QB, calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
They'll go with a direct snap. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Wolverines want to create touchdown, Michigan, and they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and
oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got a chance to take this one back. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Lofts one high and deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And how about this defense really answering the challenge so far today? This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
Past the 1st down marker and still running. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
There he goes. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Hawkins. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Steps away. Unloads to the right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. I mean, you coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game and all slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Little touch pass to the receiver. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
And that's an interesting call by this offense, man. Like, they go with the run, try to maybe catch them off guard, pick up a few yards, but now decision time. 4th and medium. Does this offense want to now be aggressive and make sure they go for it?
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Converts on 4th down.
You get wide ass open, bro.
Touchdown, Wolverines. He got him loose, and it was lights out after that.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. War Eagle. Auburn is putting on a show offensively, and they just simply can't be stopped. They're up by 17 over Clemson. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Alabama pushing the tempo. Wants to go up top. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Pocket breaking down. Floating away. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. What a day it's been on the ground for these 2 guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. So 1st down will open up the final period. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Let's go, break. grab behind the line. It's Marsh. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. Here comes the field goal unit. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It's hard to imagine that that's his first catch of this game so far. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, and they knew if they were going to win this game, he had to touch it a lot. They had to get him involved. They haven't been able to do that. That's a big reason why they're trailing by so much.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Send the tight end in motion.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Here's the pressure. Keeps it going. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snagged in the middle. It's Horton. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And he picked up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Line gets set. 1st down. The give as they work on that clock. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Looking for space. It's Martin. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Throws to the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Hits the accelerator to the right.
Receiver, there ain't no tight
This
end.
offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown in the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And some people might say they should have taken a knee, run the clock out. This offense believes, I'm going to run the football. It's your job to stop him. And they add a rushing touchdown and another 6 to the scoreboard.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great. The home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us.
You know, it's one thing to have me stand